What's up, dolls and gents? Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to comment, like, and hit that subscribe button. Alright, you guys, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so if you read the title, Know Your Eyes is Not Playing Tricks on You. I actually went through all of this, you guys, and that's why my education is so important to me, and that's why I take it so seriously, because I know how hard I had to work and the journey that I had to travel to get to where I am today. So let's jump right into the video. First off, let me start by saying I hated school, y'all. I hated school. I mean, from kindergarten on up, I didn't like the work, I didn't like the study, I didn't like some of the teachers. I just didn't like school at all. And I actually failed the 6th grade. Yes, I actually failed the 6th grade, and it just was hard. School for me was just so hard. But just to fast forward a little bit, like I said, I did have Trinity when I was 16 years old. So I was still in high school. So I would go to high school, walking around the halls, going to my classes with this big belly hanging over my pants. And leading up to the point when it was time for me to give birth, you know, we always had that 6-week maternity leave. So when I went on maternity leave, I would have teachers send work home to me so that I can do it while I'm on maternity leave. The thing is with me, I'm a visual learner. Like, I have to actually see how the process of this assignment is going to go. You can't just send me work home and just expect me to know how and what to do with it. I can't learn like that. I always been like that. I always been a visual learner. So around this time, I've had the baby and I'm at home. I have a teacher that's bringing me work from my classes, projects, assignments, and I'm doing those assignments. Well, when my 6 weeks was up, I had to return back to school. When I returned back to school, I found out that one of my classes I was behind in, and one of the assignments that I was getting sent home was in that class. Like I said, I'm a visual learner. So whatever I was doing on that assignment, I guess it was wrong because I was on the verge of not passing that class. So when I finally got back to school, I'm thinking, okay, it's almost the end of the school year. This is the class I need to help me push forward and go on to the next grade. So I went to one of our assistant principals. I went to him, I sat with him, I explained my situation. I said, hey, I just had a baby. I was getting work sent home from the teacher, and I guess I didn't do it correctly, because when I came back to school, that class, I have a really low grade, and I really need help getting that grade up so that I can pass and move on to the next grade. He told me, oh, that's fine. I will help you. I'll go around to your teachers. I'll talk to them. We'll see what we can do. I'm like, okay, cool. So the end of the year was coming quick, and nothing was being resolved. So I was on the verge. I'm in the 11th grade now, so I was on the verge of failing. Now, I fell in that class, failing 11th grade. Now, I already experienced that before in the 6th. That wasn't no good feeling. That was the most embarrassing moment in my life. So I just decided, you know what? I'm tired. I don't have this to do. I'm just going to drop out of school and get my GED. You see how easy I said that? That's how I thought how easy it was going to be. So I went, by this time I'm 18. So I'm thinking I'm grown. You know, I'm grown. I'm 18 now. I'm driving, and I'm a mom. I'm about to take care of my baby, and just big naive girl I was. So the day I decided to drop out of school, I actually went up to the school, and that same assistant principal that I talked to came up to me, and I told him, I said, listen, I am about to go get my GED, so I will not be returning back to school. He pleaded with me. He begged, no, Angel, no, we can work this out. We can do something. And I'm thinking, how can we work anything out? How can we fix anything when it's April? School is about to end in May, and I still haven't got any further. I said, listen, no, I'm going to get my GED. It's okay. I'm going to still go to school, but I'm going to get my GED. And he was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. So he said, okay. So he gave me a form that I had to carry to each of my teachers. And I will never forget my Spanish teacher. When I took her that form even said drop out. That was awful. But when I took her that form, all the teachers had to sign it. But when I got to her, when she was signing it, I just saw her shaking her head like as if she was saying, you are making a terrible mistake. I would never forget that moment in my life. And she was right. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have never dropped out of school. I would have stayed in school. But, I thought I had everything under control, but life told me, hey, you don't. So after I dropped out, I started working at Walmart. So when I started working at Walmart, I worked there for a few months, and I just started seeing like this pay ain't getting it. And to get a decent job, you have to have some kind of you have to have a GED. So I said, okay, Walmart ain't working, so I'm just going to quit and go and get my GED. Okay, so I started up my GED classes, and I started taking the classes and excelling in them. And let me tell you, GED was so hard. I did not know that the GED had so much stuff in it that you had to do. So this was 2011. 2012, I found out I was pregnant with Tristan. So when I found out I was pregnant with Tristan, I still continued to go to my GED classes. I mean, growing bigger and bigger as the months went on. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to have the baby. When I have the baby, I will go right back to my classes and start my GED. It didn't work like that. When I had Tristan in 2012, he was born with a heart condition called tetralogy of Fallot. That's where the heart is not pumping enough blood and the blood is not flowing the way it needs to flow. So that kind of put me in a position where I couldn't go back to school. School was out of the question. I had to stay home and get my child back and nurse him back to health. So I took the rest of that year off in 2012 to take care of him. By the time 2013 rolled around, he was good. He healed up. Everything was good. I put him in daycare. Once I put him in daycare, they gave me the opportunity to go and finish my GED. So I went back to my GED classes. I had to take a few more tests because I had been out for a minute. So, and you take GED classes that prepare you to take the GED test. So I haven't took the test yet. I'm still taking the classes. I finally got to the point where I could take the GED test, and I was so excited. But I did not know that taking the GED test required so much. When you take the GED test, it's a score. It's an amount of scores that you have to score on each subject, and they all have to equal up to this one main score. So I took the GED test 4 times, y'all. First time I would pass 1 or 2 subjects. Second times I would pass 1. Didn't pass math. Math was really what was holding me back with this GED, because I always hated math. Math was my worst subject. So when we did that, I finally got the fourth time. I finally got it. I passed the math. I did everything that I was supposed to do, and I got my GED. When I say I was happy, y'all, because I didn't think I really could pass it. You know, I really didn't, but I did with the persistence and the me knowing that this was what I had to do. Like, it wasn't nothing to me. I did what I had to do. The following year, I enrolled in college and I studied mass communication. I first started in business, but when I looked at all that math that I would have to take, I was like, oh, nope. So I studied in mass communication. Mass communication was so much fun. I mean, we did TV shows, radio shows. I had a chance to go around to the local TV stations here in the city. I mean, it was so much fun. And just that whole college experience was fun because, you guys, I never thought that I would go to college. I hated school, so college was the furthest thing from my mind. But I had to have confidence in myself to know that I could do it. It was plenty of times that I wanted to quit. I mean, I probably said I was going to quit more than 50 times. But I had to push forward and I had to do what I had to do. So I just love the experience of me being on the campus, walking to the classes, the study groups, the new friends that I made. It was really fun, you guys. And so I just really wanted to share that with you because it's a lot of young women and young girls out there, and some are teen moms who give up. And I just want to tell you, don't give up, y'all. Do not give up. I mean, come on. You looking at a woman that failed the 6th grade, got pregnant at 16, dropped out of high school, went on to go to get my GED, go to college, and got my associate's degree, and will be going back to college to finish and getting my bachelor's. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. I don't care if you have one child. I don't care if you have 2 or 3. If you put your mind to it and you have that support system, I don't care if it's one person, go for it. Go for whatever goal or dream you have in life. Because let me tell you, this is your life. No one can live your life but you. So you have to keep pushing. And that's one of my main goals that I want to do. I want to be that motivational speaker to young women, young girls that have made a mistake, because we make mistakes, we human, that has made a mistake, and I want to be that voice to tell her, hey, don't let this stop you. Having a kid, yeah, it will slow you down, but it will not stop your life. You guys, when I was pregnant with Trinity, I was told to kill myself. I was told my life was over. You might as well go on and kill yourself. And that came from a family member. But I was like, no, my life is not over. I'm in control of my life. So I will control what goes on in my life. And I am a living testimony, y'all, that you can do whatever you put your mind. As long as you stay focused and keep going, you can accomplish anything that you would want to accomplish in life. So that's my story time, you guys. I do want to do a quick shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you guys for joining me and just joining this journey with me. And I just want to welcome you to Angel's World. I will be doing Vlogmas, so don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know when I post. And I hope to see you guys in Vlogmas. You guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.